remember, I need like a little move to show me. Oh man, he's got some moves over here.
Okay.
I gotta impress your girl Taylor, you know.
Okay, so I'm gonna teach you the moves too expensive, okay?
Okay.
You have to kick up your right leg like this.
Boom.
1, 2, now kick up your left leg. Now you cross, front, back, and then you clap your hands, 7, 8, and you lean. And this is like money.
Oh yeah,
It's
make it
expensive.
rain.
You're making it rain.
I can make it rain.
So you go right leg,
left
leg, and
criss,
cross, make it rain. Exactly. Let's do it
Yes.
one more time.
Okay,
5,
so-
6, 7, 8. Right leg, left leg, cross, make it rain. I love it. Do that in the club.
Yes, buddy. So I got Todrick here. We're kicking it at the Four Seasons. What's up, buddy?
I'm great. How you doing?
I'm doing awesome. So, where to start with you? There's so many things. Let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
You were in Southern Texas,
Yes.
and you didn't necessarily feel at home.
Yeah, which is crazy because that is my home. I did feel at home in some senses, but I definitely knew that there was something much different about me than my friends and family members. So I always
Extraordinary talent.
Thank you very much. I will take that. But yeah, I always loved Texas though, and there's nothing like it. I've like lived all over the world. There's something about the Southern hospitality that's in Texas that can't be matched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at an early age, you were singing in church with your grandma.
Yep.
I did that. Except not very well.
No, I've heard you singing this morning.
So your big start really came from, you think, YouTube, or like what is it that really got you out front? Because you tried out for American Idol, right?
I was on American Idol, and I made it kind of far in that show, but I felt like I was being someone that wasn't really me, you know what I mean? I was like always nervous. Every time Ryan Seacrest would start talking to me, I would freak out, and I think it was because I was like, not in the closet, but I was just like very like, you know, I don't want to like tell everybody my personal life because I want people to vote for me. And after I was off that show, I was like, I don't care about those things anymore. I'm gonna just be me. And so I started just going crazy and buck wild on YouTube and making videos. I said buck wild as if I was doing crazy things.
400 million views. 400 million.
That's crazy.
Man, what's so wild about you is not only can you dance, but you can sing.
Yeah.
Not only can you dance and sing, but you can choreograph, costume design, write, and produce. I don't know what to cover, what to talk about. So let's talk a little bit more about the Broadway experience.
Okay.
Kinky Boots.
Yes.
I mean, that was like smashing records in
6 Tony Awards, yeah.
6 Tony Awards.
Yeah.
That's so remarkable.
It's crazy. It's such a blessing. I didn't really know that much about Kinky Boots. I'd seen it a couple of times, but I've seen so many shows that they start to merge together. But when I got this role, I went to go see the show again, and I realized how much it paralleled with my real life and how much I felt like Lola and Simon. And because I'm now a judge on RuPaul's Drag Race and have such a huge appreciation and respect for that art form, I was like, I cannot wait to do this. And I already had respect for drag queens and already had respect for people who do 8 shows a week on Broadway. But because I don't date women, I didn't really know how difficult it was to make sure you do your hair and walk in heels and the earrings and the lip gloss and the nails and all. It is so difficult. So you should be in Kinky Boots so you would appreciate what these women do for you. And girls out there, thank you so much for all the extra work that you have to do to just, you don't need to do it to be beautiful, but they do it so that they look glamorous and it's fun to dress up.
You had 10 costume changes in Kinky Boots.
Yes.
And they're like, I saw,
they were like research.
Yeah, of course. They're like heavy. They're all like, they're exotic. It's not like just throw on a different shirt like me.
No. It's new heels, new wardrobe, new like undergarments, because you can't wear the same bras and the same like undergarments with every outfit. And then you have to have new wigs for everything, because if you're really fabulous, you don't wear the same hair every day.
So how did you keep up with 8 shows a week? How vocally, physically?
I just I'm still recovering right now. I've been out of the show for a week today. Today will be a week that I've been out of the show, but I just had to go to sleep. I had to not talk for 12 to 14 hours. So for half the day or over half of the day, I didn't talk. And then I would watch what I ate and drink lots of water.
Wow.
I tried to watch what I ate. That's not really fully true because I have a sweet tooth.
So what was it like having your first like major lead on Broadway? Was the pressure heavy? How'd you deal with it?
It was. All pressure's always heavy because I'm a perfectionist, so I always want everything to be great. And the difficult thing about Broadway is that when you are a performer in LA or an actor, you can pick and choose what parts of your life you want people to see, you know, like, or you can reshoot the scene over and over and over again until it's right. On Broadway, you're only as good as that performance. So you're good 6 shows out of the week, but that matinee or the last show on Sunday night, you could not be great and people will be like, I saw him and he wasn't that great. Whereas a movie, everyone saw the same thing and interpreted the way they saw it. So knowing that, I have to like try every single day to be just as good, or to be, you know, like to try to be on my A game every day, which was really hard.
As I see your work, and now you have this film coming out that's basically a documentary style, kind of dives into your life start to finish, but also the making of your Wizard of Oz, the music video that you made.
Yeah.
And so, can you tell me a little bit about your thinking, stepping into Wizard of Oz? What resonated with the Wizard of Oz?
Well, first of all, I have a whole sleeve tattoo dedicated to the Wizard of Oz, and on the back of my neck it says "Made in Oz."
Made in Oz, yes.
I've always loved this story, and I think subconsciously it's because I identify with Dorothy. I like grew up in a small town, and I felt like nobody understood me, and I wanted to go somewhere that was bigger and brighter and more grand and colorful, and that's what I always wanted. And so the Wizard of Oz like has always spoken to me, and when I decided I wanted to talk to people about something that I love, but things that I was really passionate about, like racism and homophobia and sexism, and just like how the industry in Hollywood, as you know, is not always what you think it is before you move here. I just said, if I do something too preachy and too, like hitting people over the head with this information, it's gonna seem like I'm just some bitter actor who hasn't accomplished the things that I wanted, and that's not how I feel. So I wanted to write something that could be related to a story that everyone knows and loves. Wizard of Oz is one of the most classic American stories ever, and so I wanted to tell that same story, but through the eyes of a young, you know, African-American kid who was different and artistic. And I think that's why it touched so many people's hearts, and people responded to it so well.